The NBA world is buzzing after a fresh trade between the Houston Rockets and the Washington Wizards, a deal that could reshape the futures of both teams. At the center of this move is Cam Whitmore, the Rockets' 20th overall pick in the 2023 NBA Draft. Whitmore, a promising young forward, has spent his first 2 NBA seasons with Houston, and now, as he approaches his 21st birthday, he's heading back home, to the DMV area, to join the Wizards. This trade was first reported by ESPN's Shams Charania, who described the deal as a tremendous opportunity for Whitmore to step into a bigger role with Washington. It's a move that benefits both the player and the teams involved. For Houston, it's a chance to clear some roster space and gain valuable draft assets. For Washington, it's an infusion of youthful athleticism and potential on the wing. Cam Whitmore's numbers tell an intriguing story. Over 2 seasons, he's averaged 10.8 points per game, and last season he scored an impressive 0.46 points per touch, ranking 4th best among players with over 1,000 touches. That's elite efficiency for a young player still carving out his place in the league. Despite this, his path in Houston has been challenging. With a crowded forward rotation and limited playing time under coach Ime Udoka, Whitmore struggled to find consistent minutes and rhythm. Social media quickly lit up with reactions from fans, analysts, and insiders alike. Chase Hughes pointed out the personal significance of the move. Cam Whitmore is from Maryland and grew up going to Wizards games. His dad would surprise him with tickets when he got home from school. Full circle for him. That hometown connection adds a heartwarming angle to the trade. A young talent returning to the city that fueled his NBA dreams. On the analytical side, @Brado NBA shared a balanced take, highlighting the tough situation Whitmore faced in Houston. Ime Udoka wanted Cam Whitmore to play a role for the Rockets, and he struggled to do that, which is why we rarely saw him play in Houston. Hate losing him for 2 second-round picks. But he wasn't going to play in Houston. Hope he balls out in DC, a ton of potential. It's clear that the Rockets viewed this trade as a strategic move, capitalizing on Whitmore's value before his development stalled due to lack of opportunity. Keith Smith added more context on how this trade fits into the Wizards' broader team-building plan. "I like that pickup for Washington, another young player to put in the mix. They don't really have a guy like him as an athletic combo forward on the roster. Good for Houston to get a couple more draft assets for a player who is on the outside of their crowded forward rotation. Plus, clears room under the impending first apron hard cap too." Salary cap management is always a critical part of NBA roster decisions, and this trade helps Houston navigate that financial landscape while acquiring future picks. So what does this mean for the Wizards? Washington has been in a rebuilding phase, focusing on youth and athleticism. Adding Whitmore gives them a dynamic forward with the size, speed, and scoring ability to develop into a core contributor. His ability to create points efficiently and his high motor fit the style of play the Wizards want to build around young stars like Kyle Kuzma and Anthony Gill. For Whitmore himself, the trade couldn't come at a better time. With limited chances to prove himself in Houston, a new environment and a fresh start could be just what he needs to unlock his full potential. Returning to his hometown might also provide a boost of confidence and motivation, surrounded by familiar faces and a fan base eager to see one of their own succeed. Houston, on the other hand, gains flexibility. Moving Whitmore frees up minutes and roster spots for other young players competing for time. The extra draft picks acquired can be valuable assets, whether to select new talent in upcoming drafts or to package in future trades. This is a classic example of a rebuilding team optimizing its assets to stay competitive long-term. This trade also highlights a common NBA theme. Young players need the right situation to flourish. Talent alone isn't enough. Opportunity, fit, and coaching play massive roles. Sometimes a change of scenery is the spark that transforms a player's career trajectory. For Cam Whitmore, the Wizards represent a new chapter filled with promise. As the Wizards integrate Whitmore into their rotation, all eyes will be on how quickly he adapts and impacts the court. Can he carve out a significant role and accelerate his development? Can Washington turn this move into a building block for a brighter future? The answers will unfold over the coming season, but the excitement around this trade is undeniable. For Rockets fans, the loss of Whitmore stings a bit, given his potential, but the pragmatic approach from Houston's front office sends a message. They are focused on constructing a competitive roster within the salary cap constraints and using their assets wisely. The 2 second-round picks they received could be diamonds in the rough down the line, continuing the Rockets' long-term strategy. This trade is a win-win scenario in many respects. The Wizards get a young player who fits their style and community. The Rockets gain flexibility and draft capital. And Whitmore himself lands a fresh opportunity with plenty of upside. The NBA is full of surprises, and this Wizards-Rockets trade is one of those moves that could quietly reshape the future of 2 franchises. Stay tuned, because the story of Cam Whitmore and this deal is just getting started.